towards recovery, we started it in 2012. It was this kind of, it didn't have a name at the time. I had a conversation with a woman who was a police constable within Henley. And she told me a story about drug use in Henley. In fact, it was a weird story. Every year, Henley enters a competition called Henley in Bloom, and market towns around the country, fight to be the most in bloom place. And there was people knocking on doors on the estate where I live, and they knocked on one of the doors. I think it was a journalist and a Henley town councillor and someone else. There might have been a uniformed police officer with them. I'm not sure. But anyway, they knocked on the door and they wanted to know about Henley in Bloom. And this woman who answered the door said, "Never mind Henley in Bloom. What are you going to do about all the drug use going on in Henley?" And I think she slammed the door. And so this caused a bit of a ripple. And Vicky, who was the police constable that I knew, our kids went to the same school. We had a conversation, and she told me about it, and I said, usually what people do is they go and complain to the council and ask them to do something. And I said, why don't we set up a group? Why don't we help in some way? Why don't we give drug users in Henley a chance to be attracted to other people in recovery? And I said, I'm willing to have a go. Anyway, she then took 3 months off because something had happened within her family. So I was left with it on my own. And I ummed and ahed, and I started thinking about a group. And then one day I was sitting in D2, which is it's like the church front has a cafe in it. And I'm a member of the church, and I'm sitting in the cafe wrestling with what to do with this particular problem. And I thought, it'd be really nice to have a kind of cafe environment. And I thought, I'm sitting in a cafe. I wonder if I could rent this place. And so I wrote to a few people. I spoke to the lady that ran the cafe, the Serenity Cafe in Edinburgh, I think. I wrote to Bill. Yeah, I wrote to Bill White and said, we're thinking of doing this. What do you think? Because he was like the kind of recovery guru at the time. And got a response from him to say these things are happening more and more, and I got confidence in the idea, and so we decided to do something.